was at lunch, and where was our first period class? Although our heads were teeming with questions, we were overwhelmed with anticipation of the year ahead. For the first time, we would carry, or roll, our backpacks everywhere. We would be dismissed by a bell instead of a teacher, and we would participate in the notorious field day. When fall came, we were all learning how to adjust to our new schedules. We fought our way through crowds of people and mastered the art of getting to English from gym. In November, we fought for tickets into the premiere of Twilight, officially starting the vampire obsession. At the town meeting, we voiced our opinions as we thrusted our way to the front of the line. Between questions about the lunch bouncer and the traffic in the A200s, we asked the faculty about the infamous Tyreek Rice. That winter, Shrewsbury High celebrated the hockey team's victory at States as the nation cheered on Obama's election into office. And as the theater department fiddled on the roof, MCAS arrived and we started to wonder whether we should or should not have picked physics. During the final weeks of school, we looked back on our memorable year. We had survived our first high school dance, watched the Beijing Olympics, and learned maybe a little bit more than what we wanted to in Mr. Martian's health class. Although the year was unforgettable, it was not a time without tragedy. Many great people lost their lives, including Heath Ledger, Michael Jackson, and the forever loved Michael Von Barron. He will remain in our hearts and will always have a place at SHS. When school finally ended, we were no longer worried. We knew that we were ready for more, and that in a couple of months, the doors of SHS would be open again, welcoming us to the year ahead. This was the beginning of the class of 2012.
Yes, happy to no longer be freshmen. Field Day marks the beginning of every new year, and we proved our strength with last place in almost every event. Unfortunately, this would be the end to Field Day as we knew it, but we still felt proud of our school. Living up to our reputation for athletic excellence, the golf team took the first place trophy at the state championships, and the cheerleaders won nationals for the first time. Whether an athlete, superfan, or band member, we supported our teams and each other. Meanwhile, Beyonce's Single Ladies became the anthem of half our school, and the other half rushed to the movies to see the midnight premiere of the Twilight Saga, New Moon. The smash hit Avatar was released after 10 years of suspense. As the world rapidly changed around us, we grew up as well. In early spring, sophomore semi came after weeks of excitement for our first class dance. The year drew to its eventual end, and besides a few hiccups like the Icelandic volcano eruptions, another year had come and passed to no great surprise.
And to ready ourselves for the rigors of junior year. We worked diligently over the summer in preparation because some of us were taking APs for the first time. Entering our third year of high school, we couldn't help but feel a sense of seniority as we were no longer the underclassmen. Inevitably, we began thinking about our post-high school plans. Looking forward into the future, we pushed through the beginning of the year, taking tests and trying to keep up our grades. The days passed and we watched as we matured. Before we knew it, we all had our licenses and were finally allowed to see R-rated movies. What we once knew as Field Day transitioned into Spirit Day. The seniors cheered and hollered in the stands, but we knew that things could be better. Even though Spirit Day wasn't the best, we looked forward to making it our own next year. The outcome of our first year of Powder Puff football came as no surprise as we were beaten by the seniors. Soon enough, winter was upon us. We watched the snow days pile up to a final count of 6, pushing our school year further into the summer. We began to prepare for the SATs, a test with the potential to make or break our futures. Some of us took classes while others just decided to wing it. All was going well until tragedy struck. On December 7th, we lost our dear friend, Andy Reese. Even though we lost someone so close to so many of us, we came to realize that he was someone that could never be forgotten. Today, we stand together, grateful to have known such an amazing person. It was a very emotional time for all of us, but we stayed strong through it all, supporting each other and becoming closer.
Looking ahead, we tried to plan our junior class fundraiser, the infamous Neon Days. After a number of issues regarding weather and chaperones, the Cursive Dance did not survive junior year. We happily enjoyed the school's annual musical, The Sound of Music, a timeless classic. However, with all this excitement, we did have to say a sad farewell to Borders, a classic studying spot for many members of the SHS community. Spring had truly sprung when the excitement of prom began to set in. So on May 14th, we made our way to the Royal Plaza. Following that, many of us had an incredible time at the after party at the YMCA. And soon, the end of the year was upon us, and it all seemed to be going by so fast. The last few months seemed like a blur. Fox News paid us a visit on their Zip Trip series, highlighting some of the best aspects that make Shrewsbury, Shrewsbury. Additionally, the Bruins victoriously conquered the Vancouver Canucks to win the Stanley Cup. The end of the year was a bittersweet moment. We watched as some of our beloved administrators began to announce that they would no longer be in charge of Shrewsbury High School. Although we lost Mr. Largess, Mr. Reagan, and Dr. Ahern, we gained the Fantastic Four, who lead us through our final years at Shrewsbury High School.
Senior year flew by in the blink of an eye. At the beginning of the year, we tried to revive the Neon Dance, but it was simply just not meant to be. After a summer's worth of planning, we seniors managed to reorganize and produce a spirit day that everyone could truly enjoy. Powder Puff sprung up all too quickly and left us with no time to practice for the big game that none of us really cared much about, resulting in a historic loss for us seniors. Soon after, winter came, and of course, with our luck, no snow. For sports this year, girls basketball made it to districts, while girls cross country pulled off a fabulous win, ending Wachusett's 17-year spin and taking the league title from them. Unfortunately, it was not all roses and butterflies. We lost the beautiful Mrs. Benson. She will forever be missed and admired by the members of SHS. That year, we also lost the Apple innovator Steve Jobs and the beautiful voices of Etta James and Whitney Houston. Along with pop culture, the Hunger Games began its era, and Kim Kardashian had a beautiful marriage, all 72 days of it. We fought through senioritis during the AP exams and finals, and now we are experiencing senior week. Even though we just had prom, we still have senior faculty dinner to look forward to, where we will be able to witness some of our teachers break it down. But more importantly, we will all gather back here on Thursday to take our final steps as SHS students. Looking back on this year, the majority of it was spent stressing and planning as we figured out our futures. But with our time and dedication, it all came together. We will all go off and do great things, but we will still be bound together as the family that we have built throughout our time here.